Ah, I didn't want to do that. Sometime today. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. I'll have to fix that. Anyway. Let's watch this opening animation. It's pretty cool and deserves to be seen. Gilius. Beautiful. In the world? There we go. Alrighty. Let's see. Where are we going? One way people like to power level their characters is to kill several party members. And so that increases the XP gains that everyone else gets in the party. So, Grizz. There we go. Sure. Ouch. Oh, come on, really? Ouch. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Zio's guard. Oh my gosh. You know what? Let me move this. There. For this particular game, it's a little intrusive. Yeah, that's better. Goodness. Found a dimate. Hmm. Ah, what a waste. Eh. There we go. I had a feeling. Let's try this again. There we go. believe that is to go to Zeo. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Where's leveled up again? All right. More power. He's got higher defense than the machines. Ouch. Oh, donkeys. Very nice. Oh, that's right. We never went inside of Zio's creepy church, did we? Yeah, he's only telling the truth about that first part. Oh. Better not get too close. Alright, let's have a little fun. Oh yeah, let's save. Let's look at our macros. I can't remember what that spell does. Give me a minute. Oh. Okay. What the? Oh. Oh no. War cry. I guess. GY, sure. Wow, how long is it going to take to get into a fight? There. Good grief. Oh, I'm stupid. This is gonna kill him. Yeah. Yeah, and the other one's gonna die. Yeah. I didn't think that one through. Yeah, that was stupid. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do then. It would be nice if Chaz and Rune had some buffing techniques of their own. Oh my gosh, come on. Good grief! Huh. No, here we go. Wow. Wow. Okay. Look at that. Quite a bit of XP. That's a good idea. I mean, Chaz's defense is decent. Defense 92, defense 87. He doesn't quite have the HP to back it up, though. You know what? Let's try that. Ah, there we go. Actually, wait a minute. Oh, the Psi Shield is better. And improves mental. Look at that. There we go. Ultimate cheese. Yes. It's funny. Okay, we'll keep using Warcry then. And we'll keep raising defense. Oh. Oh, he's doing it early. Okay, let's see if we can stand up to the attack. Wow. What? Oh, come on, really? Yeah. Ah. Only rune this time, huh? Well, let's go for broke. Look at that. We're gonna go at this until we live through a sandworm fight with everybody alive. I just cannot believe that even with Chaz and Rune both having 2 shields, they still can't stand up to the earthquake attack. It's like, what's the point of defense? What's the point of the defense stat? Unless, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't go against the defense stat. It's the only other reason I could think of. No! Oh, I didn't mean to pick Ewan. Ah! Okay, let's do it again, and this time not be an idiot. Wow, really? Wow. Look at that rewind, huh? if the exact same thing would happen. Let's see. No! See? Something different happened. I've never tried that rewind before. That's interesting. I hear a lot of... Wow. She got decked. I hear a lot of modern Nintendo games have that too. Okay, we might have a shot at this. No. Go for broke. Alright! What? All that and nope, and neither one of them leveled up? That's depressing. You see, there's a place I can go that actually has decent fights. There aren't good fights here, but I want to see something. That's not what I wanted to do. Poor thing's just still standing here all alone. I wonder where Grandfather Doran is, because I know he comes back at some point. Oh well, let's just keep fighting around in Nurvus. That was so anticlimactic. Finally won a fight with Chaz and Rune alive against the Sandworm. And neither one of them leveled up off of it. At least Rune should level up next fight. Actually, hold on. Let's see something. Are there any fights in here? Doesn't look like it. It's weird. Technique Jigra. When does he learn Ethos? Forget y'all. Dynamite? What? I don't think I've ever gotten that drop before. Funny how you can learn something new years and years later. Fail. Super fail. Well, there we go. No, wait. For this one. Oh, forget you. Wait a minute, I think I goofed. Oh no, I'm good. Never mind. Well, well. Oh, I didn't heal before this fight, darn it. Well, let's heal now. Who took damage? I think Rika did. Yeah. Alright, let's go for it. Ooh, nasty. That's a that's a game logic thing. Alys takes the black wave, dies. Rika takes it like a champ. And doesn't even take half of her HP. What you got this time, Zio? Let's see what you got. Okay. Wow, that was underwhelming. Thought you're supposed to be some great dark magician. You're not even fit to perform at a 5-year-old's birthday party. Let's see. Throw up another magic barrier. Why not? Let's show him how to use wind magic properly. That's how you do that. What you got? Corrosion? Yep, called it. And that wasn't all that. Hit a SAR. Honestly, she's probably fine. G-Bot. Oh, that was underwhelming. Let's try it. See how he responds to Foy. There we go. This can't be! I'm supposed to be immortal! Why do you abandon me, Dark Force? See Grizz there? He got tears in his eyes. I'm in the Matrix! Chaz, I'm sorry, but I know, you can't leave your little sister. You know what I love about spaceports? Free healing! Here we get our first look at the, I guess you'd call it the space map. And that asteroid belt is what remains of the planet Parma. You know, it's funny, the name of this track is called, Take Off Landale. Even though, Landale's not literally the first ship that you get. Wow, you're huge. In verity, my name is Ren. There's also a Ren character in Phantasy Star 3, but it's not the same Ren. I mean, there's really no way it could have been. Because the Ren in Phantasy Star 3 was on the planet, not the planet, on the ship, the Elysia 3. And I'm really not sure how he would have left the ship. These are my friends Chaz and Rune. They're great pals. Who and who are great pals? Alright, let's fix the order. Chaz, Ren, Rika, then Rune. And now, with this, we have the party that we'll have for the rest of the game. Plasma sword, plasma claw, plasma dagger. Canceller. Pulse laser. Plasma field. Can't be saved on Zealand? Zealand's a safe spot. Why wouldn't you be able to save here? That's odd. Anyway. Plasma sword. Plasma claw to replace that other laser claw. Rune can't use the dagger, so it would be cool if he could, but he can't use the plasma field either. Chaos Sorcerer. Towards the end of the game, this guy's just like a common enemy that appears. At this stage of the game, though, he's actually a considerable threat. Not huge, but considerable. Flare. There we go. Crash landing on Desolus. One crash landing coming up. Whee! A crash landing! Cool! What are you saying? Hey, hey, are you okay? Hey! Out. I have reused this line that Ren says in my daily speech. You should endeavor not to let your blood pressure become too high. How strange, it's raining machines. quiet, you old fart. How are you going to fix our ship? He ain't the one that broke it. Oh. There we are. By the way, it's your fault. Lovely. Sure, tell me about the damage from the snowstorm. Oh, doggone it. Maudlin drunk. There's like a guy walking in place over here somewhere, I think. Somewhere. I thought there was like a person walking in place because they can't like get past the snow. Silver mantle, silver circlet. Okay. Mental goes down, but defense goes up. I can live with that. Okay, but okay, big deal. The attack power goes up, but the mental goes down by another 2 points. Just keep it on him. Ugh. Okay. Silver helmet, silver crown, silver mail. So mental goes down, but that's okay. We need that defense power. Oh wow, mental goes down even further. Good grief. Yikes. He's in. 4 like R pronunciations in the party. Ren, Rika, Rune, Raja. Zircon gear. Really? Oh, great. What a waste. Yep. Ah! I'll be back in a minute. And we're back. Pardon. Wow. I like how the magic users were able to hit, but the fighters weren't. It's amazing. Oh, L2S Entertainment, thank you for the raid. I've got all kinds of aliens and Caillou. That is Caillou, is it not? Thorkin, thank you for the follow. Your viewers made you do a Caillou raid emote. Phoenix Firestar, thank you for the follow. I'm just playing a little Phantasy Star 4. Classic Genesis RPG. If you've never played it, you're missing out. It was a revolt. Oh yeah, this game's amazing. And it's available on Steam in the Genesis collection. Never seen a turn-based RPG in space from this period. Well, not the whole game isn't in space. You start on one of the planets, but then as you get into the game, you start going to other planets, and right now I'm on a satellite, an artificial satellite. And then, you know, all the Phantasy Star games are like that. Well, I'm not 100% sure about the first one, but I know in Phantasy Star 2, you go to different planets. And in Phantasy Star 3, you eventually find out that you're on a gigantic spaceship. Wow. And so what were you up to before coming here? $1,100 XP. Oh, okay. Art. Yeah, hopefully once I get my sleep schedule back in proper order, I'll be able to start looking at the streams in the evenings again, you know, like all the ones I started following in, you know, early to mid-September. Before the crickets drove me insane. Hello, what's this? You made the morning streams so you'd force yourself to get up? That's a smart idea. Oh good, we've needed another one of those. Have to come and join Let's Create Worlds. Always a blast. When does that occur? Oh, these things. Oh, okay. Monday and Friday evenings. Okay. Well, based on how I've been sliding my sleep schedule, I should be able to, I should be able to tune in on Friday. Yeah, so I've been doing Phantasy Star 4 in the mornings for the past few days. And then, take a little lunch break, and then come back with Kingdoms of Amalur. Good grief! Thank you for the lurk. Is that a Zelda tapestry or painting in the background? Neither. It's a gigantic poster. Oh, okay. You're a fan of the no weapon build? Much thanks. It's going pretty well, actually. Better than I thought it would. Especially playing on hard. Oh, I hate these things. Wow, Chaz got a big HP increase. That's... I don't know if this is going to matter, but okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. So how's everybody doing today? Okay. Sorcerer Monk look to it in terms of technique, and it makes the game cinematic. Oh. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I That's what I was kind of thinking as I was playing. I was like, this is supposed to be a monk, but based on how I have to treat a lot of combat situations, it really is like a... really just becomes a no-weapon sorcery build. Tired, but making books today. Like... bookbinding? Let's just get rid of these. Just... oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I've never talked to somebody who did that. Yeah, why not use the hyper jammer? Yeah, let's just get all the... wow, really? That was dirty. Okay, let's see. Jedi Mama beat Maid of... I can talk, I promise. Beat the Maid of Windermere last night. Holy cow, what a fight. Oh yeah. Maid of Windermere is a hassle on any difficulty. Because she summons tons of minions, and then you got carnivorous plants all over the perimeter of the room you fight her in. Yeah, gotta straighten my dentures. Oh, there we go. Man, I love Raj's healing techniques. I see, at the end of this game, you have the opportunity to take... ouch. One of the other party members you met throughout the game with you to the final battle. And I usually take Raja because of his healing techniques. And then he also has, not you. That technique there called Saint Fire. It's like special holy fire that does extra, that like does really high damage against like evil or demonic creatures. And since that's basically all you fight towards the end of the game, bringing Raja with you is a no-brainer. Let's use Chaz's techniques. We haven't been using his. And let's see. L2S says, you have some stylized isometric pattern platform indie games lined up to finish before your next long form. Isometric platform-based indie game. You know, I can't say that I'm a fan of isometric platformers. As a matter of fact, another game I started streaming a bit that's on this same Genesis collection is called Landstalker, The Treasures of King Noel. That is an action-adventure game, but it's isometric, and it does have some platforming in it. Oh, okay. Not together. Some isometric, some platformer. Well, okay. But this game is both. It has isometric and platforming. Did you ever play Solstice for the NES? Ugh. Horrible. Now, one isometric game that's tolerable that has platforming is Light Crusader, which is another Sega game. I don't think it's in this collection, though. It's made by a company called Treasure. Gonna finish out Transistor, and then begin Apotheon. You know, I have Transistor. I've never played it yet. I was waiting for, like, the right time. But now that I've sort of niched down on, like, fantasy games, fantasy genre, I might have to just do that one in my private time. Now I know for a fact Ren gets a new weapon in this place. I think it's the flame shot. 3,000 bucks. That'll help. Repair kit. You think it's the one who made Bastion? The kid just rages for a while. I played the demo of Bastion. I liked it. Never ended up getting the full version though. Oi. Then I follow another streamer named Mike Matei. He's been streaming 2 games. Oh, what was that one? Hyper Light Drifter and The Binding of Isaac. Stop. Let me walk. Go Ren. Go Ren. Napalm shot. Okay. Couldn't remember the exact name. Oh, but wait. Oh, that's right. It's still single target. We're gonna keep him with the blaster he has. Oh, this thing again. So I think I'm level 24 in my monk build for Amalur. So I'm already thinking about what might be the next one. Or at least what might be the options for the next one. Because I'll put, the ones that weren't picked last time, naturally. But then I gotta add something new. You know what? You get out of my face. Just guard. Oh, come on! Ugh. Let's see. Ren will heal naturally. If anybody has any ideas they'd like to contribute, I am more than happy to put them on the I don't know. Might be a poll, or who knows? It might be a wheel spin. I might do a wheel spin. Oh, you know what? Doggone it. Okay, I think I missed something way back where I was, because that's the boss. Doggone it. All right, let's see if we can. I had one idea. It was, also involves the wheel spinning. Every level up, I, spin the wheel. Ooh. Nafoy. To see where I distribute my, ability points. So I can end up with some very, interesting, looking skill trees. Or, well, ability trees, I should say. 5 encounters in a row with no healing unless you hit a boss battle. Is that how long I've gone? Or... Actually, you know what? Oh. Well, I'm talking about Amalur. Or were you talking about Amalur as well? For encounters? Another plasma dagger. Actually, no. And then I suppose, there, yep, I knew I missed something. Zerko armor. There we go. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? Two-minute play with a blindfold. Well, that sounds like something I could put as like a viewer point redemption thing. They could redeem X number of points to make me play for 2 minutes with a blindfold on. That's a good idea. I might just have to use that. And depending on what game I'm playing, yeah, it could either be no big deal, it could be hilarious, or it could be disastrous, as you said. Have to be a 3D game. I don't know if it'd have to be. Play Super Mario Brothers for 2 minutes with a blindfold? I mean, there's some games, I think, where you might be able to pull something off with a blindfold. It has to be one of those games where... like, where all you do is, like... Like, isn't there a game... Like, there's some games out there where the whole point is to just sort of... You just kind of play until you're bored. Like Goat Simulator. Or, Katamari Damacy. You think that'd be hilarious? I've never actually played it, but it seems like the kind of game where 2 minutes with a blindfold on could yield something very worthwhile. These guys again. Oh. Can I just yeah, thank you. I just want to leave. Yeah, let's go. Ha! Surprise attack means I can run. Alright, L2S. Thanks for hanging out. And thank you for the lurk. Ooh, Chaz about to die. Goodbye. I think we're going to come here and beat this boss, and then we're going to call it a wrap for this leg of the streaming today. And I'll be back after lunch with Kingdoms of Amalur. Huh. So random. Alright, Jedi Mama. Have a safe trip. Oh, that's right. Alright. Here is the boss. Well, yeah, Chaz really going to use techniques in combat anyway. He's going to be using crosscut. This feeling of oppression. No, not air slash. Crosscut. There we go. You throw up a barrier. You raise our defense. Sure. If I recall correctly, That's right. Watch how good this Saint Fire damages this guy. There you go. There. He's like a bio machine. No, not that one. Yeah, if Rune knew the skill Ephus, we could use Grand Cross, but no. He doesn't seem to want to learn it. And let's switch it up with some Flaily. And we'll use that other Saint Fire since we don't need any more healing. Ouch. I don't know. Nay 40. And G-Res on Rune. There we go. I've seen it before. Pardon me. Look at that. Like she's a weather forecaster. I told you. Poor Raja, old man gets no respect. That's right. He's one of the most useful party members. All those healing techniques. Like a straight up healer priest. Let's go to Motavia. Oh yeah. Since we have a small audience, we can show this off. John Hunter has a poor response. And if memory serves, this music is from the game Phantasy Zone. They put it in here as a little Easter egg. Serves absolutely no purpose. It's just like, here, watch this burlesque show in 16 bits. There we go. No. No. Tinkerbell's dog. Oh, this is... Children shouldn't be in a place like this, Chaz. But, you know, you shouldn't be in the bar, you know, but you want to go to the Hunters Guild and sign up to fight gigantic mutant monsters? Oh, go right ahead. Now, if memory serves, we have to go to the... This is probably one of the more cryptic things in the game. Nintendo was not the only company who liked to put cryptic stuff in their games. But people can't complain too much because this quest is optional. You know, it doesn't like stonewall you from doing the main quest or anything. Samuel on the YouTube end. Hello again. Man, I got a lot of stuff. Good grief. Now, if memory serves, that dog ran off to... Monson? Yeah, there he is. Pudgy little thing. Here's your favorite food, a piece of shortcake. I told you I'd catch up with another stream, and you certainly did. Welcome. Kinda didn't make any sense. Like, why would the dog wander? Like, the only way to get to Monson is to cross the quicksand with the Land Rover, but somehow that dog managed to do it. And not get killed by monsters. Would have made more sense if the dog wandered off to the bakery. And was trying to, like, finesse the baker out of a shortcake. And so, how's your day going? And now for this quest, we need to go to Termi and buy some nutritious cake called a Paralamate or something like that. Day's going pretty good. Glad to hear it. Mine's going pretty swell too. I always wondered why they had to give this souvenir shop guy a unique face, because he doesn't appear anywhere else in the game. Buy or sell, ask me or anything, will you? Yeah, my day is going pretty well. I managed to slide down my sleep time a bit more, so I got up at about 2 o'clock this morning. a little bit after. All these plasma daggers. Good grief. You know, I'm getting rid of this antidote. And we got more dimates than we need. 45 dimates. Okay. I'm gonna break for lunch here in a little bit. Probably once I do all these Hunter Guild quests. There we go. Then once I come back from lunch, more Kingdoms of Amalur. Enthusiastic devotee of some kind of religion and just up and left. You just got up, fed your cat, and started playing New World, huh? How is that game? What is it about? I've seen, like, other people... I haven't seen any of the gameplay, but I have seen that other people are playing it. Cattery. And here's the crazy lady. Oh, you guys stop. Even if Zio is defeated, I'll keep on believing in him. Oh, Zio, the Holy One. Ah! Now she got the fits. Now this place is deserted. Oh yeah, except for this guy. What on earth have I done? Yeah, you've got a lot to make up for. Ten out of 10 voice acting? Oh, thank you. My favorite game of all time? Well, I always say 3, but honestly, if you put a gun to my head and force me to pick one, I'd pick this one. The other two in the highest tier are The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past and Final Fantasy VI. Let's stop home real quick and put our treasures down. Oh, where did it end up going? Oh, that's right. I think it replaces... There we go. This is a sandworm carved from wood that I bought in the village of Termi. Wonderful workmanship. really makes you appreciate the skill of the artisan. What a waste of money. Try to understand the romance of travel. And if I recall correctly, you put the pennant here. Oh no, I was wrong. Statue of a heroine on a hill beyond the sea. It's a memento. I gotta be honest with you too. So I would call this my favorite game of all time. This is actually the game that turned me into an RPG fanatic. And caused me to stop playing like other games like 2D fighters and stuff and devote all my time to playing games like this. I played the original Final Fantasy before this for the NES, and that turned me into an RPG fan. But this game turned me into an RPG fanatic. That's part of the reason why I'm so disappointed that we never got like a proper Phantasy Star 5. Then after Phantasy Star 4, they just started in with the Phantasy Star Online stuff. The hole. How you like Ren's weapon? It's so satisfying. Would have been a good place to put a treasure. Let's see. Has there ever been a game where you had lots of expectations for it, but then got disappointed? Oh my... Dude. You asked me, have I ever been disappointed by a game I had high expectations for? I have a list! Oh... I'd say don't get me started, but you already did. I mean, it was my intention to make a video about that whole subject. Top 10 videos, top 10 games that disappointed me. We can talk about it here. First one that comes to mind, Fable 3. You know? Peter Molyneux, in his usual style, really oversold the game in all the press conferences and whatnot. And let's just go all out. Ugh. About the things you'd be able to do, and originally he was saying it was going to have Kinect compatibility, and that never happened. Not that I really cared, because I didn't have a Kinect anyway. Dude, what is going on here? And then, like, there were just so many things about Fable 3. Like, combat wasn't anywhere near as satisfying as it was in Fable 2. And, like, some of the combat was just unnecessarily tedious. Like, you'd be in, like, the woods and the hills, and you'd just randomly throw... you know, like 6 Balverines at you with 1 white Balverine in there. And keep in mind, white Balverines are supposed to be, like, rare. If I recall correctly, there was, like, 1 white Balverine in the first Fable game that you have to defeat as, like, a major quest point. But now, white Balverines are all over the place by the time of Fable 3. Okay. Then they got rid of, like, all the trick shooting that you were able to do with rifles. So you couldn't do, like, hand and leg and nut shots anymore to, like, disarm and cripple. So that was disappointing. Yeah, I should have figured on that. Yeah, sorry if my reaction was a little over the top, but that's a subject. I mean, that is a... That's a whole conversation. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, Fable 3, man. Oh. You got me started on Fable 3. So... like in the other Fable games, you can own property. You can buy businesses and you can buy residences and charge rent and get, you know, proceeds from the businesses that you buy. That's fine. But in Fable 3, they added something that I guess felt needed to be added that wasn't in Fable 2, and that was needing to pay maintenance cost on the houses. So when you own a house, its quality or maintenance value gradually decreases. And when it hits 0, that house stops paying you rent. So you have to go to the map and hover your little finger pointer over the house that you need to maintenance and hit to use money to perform maintenance. Now, under normal circumstances, no, I'm not going to say under normal circumstances I wouldn't care, because I would care. I could deal with that if they implemented it properly, but they didn't. Every single map screen should have had an option for maintenance all buildings, but they didn't have that. If you had multiple buildings, like because in like Bowerstone, one of the major town in that game, there's like a whole big place where you own like whole rows of houses, and so if you have to maintenance all those houses at the same time, which is very realistic scenario, you have to individually go over each house and select maintenance. 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 No, they could have just put maintenance all house button in the top corner of the screen and boom, been done with that. Go to the map screen, click a different area where you own houses, click that, maintenance all houses, boom, would have been done. But no, you had to spend 100 years maintaining each one individually. So eventually I got a little smart about it in subsequent playthroughs, I would buy businesses only. Okay? Just businesses, because businesses don't require maintenance. So I acquired cash more slowly, but, you know, I kept all the money I earned because I didn't have to do maintenance. And I didn't have to take time out of my adventuring to do stupid maintenance on the... Oh, I hate... Oh, Fable 3. You know, there were things I liked about that game, but there was so much stuff wrong. And it was like... It was weird. Some of the, like, you had, like, the action wheel, I guess, to where you perform certain actions or display certain emotions. Like, you could shake someone's hand, or you could dance with them, you could give them a thumbs up, you could flex, you could cheer, you know, to influence the NPC attitudes. But something weird, like, it's hard to describe, but when you go up to a character, right, and let's say your character's this tall, and the character you're talking to is this tall. For some reason, you'd start to dance with them, and your character would get really, really tall, and the other character would get really, really short before it started performing the animation. It's a very, very odd glitch, and it bothered me a lot. Then there was one particular demon door. Anyone who's played Fable is familiar with demon doors. John Hunter on the YouTube end now. Look what you did, Sam. You got Vastice all worked up. Shame on you. Go sit in the corner and think about what you did, young man. I mean, it's okay. I like talking about games, but man, if you get me talking about games that disappointed me, that I had high expectations for... Woohoo! Man, I'll be sitting in my rocking chair when I'm 80 talking about Fable 3. Rawr. What was I talking about? Something else about Fable 3, and I can't remember what it was. Let's see. Maintenance sucks. No trick shots. Odd proportions on animated NPCs. Demon doors. Thank you, John Hunter. Yeah. So... demon doors in this game are, in the Fable games, I should say, are just these doors with these heads of, like, these, like, sort of like Greek god-looking guy with, like, the curly beard, like your stereotypical picture of Zeus. Okay? And you have to perform some interesting task for them to get them to open, and if you get them to open, there's some sort of treasure inside. You know, in the older games, you had to perform an act of evil in front of the door. So, in the original Fable, you just eat a crunchy chick. And that was considered evil enough. Another one, you had to, like, perform proper expressions. That's what it was called, not emotions or the action wheel. Expression wheel. So you had to perform the proper expressions as he tells you the lines of the play that he wrote. You know, just little things like that. Another one, you had to make your dog do enough tricks to impress him. You know, it could be a whole bunch of different things. So, in Fable 3, there's one demon door that requires you to perform an act of love in front of the demon door. And from what I remember, you had to do it with another player. It wasn't, you couldn't, it didn't count if you drug your NPC wife out there to do it. You had to do it with a second player. Which to me reeked of, like, Microsoft trying to, like, finesse people into having to buy a second controller. Now, for my part, I already had 2 controllers, so it didn't matter, but it seemed rather scazy on their part to have a demon door that required you to have a second controller. Because I think you could do it by getting a player to join from online as well. But what if you don't have any online friends for Xbox 360? I didn't. I play single player games. Fable is supposed to be a single player experience. And don't get me started on the multiplayer in Fable games, because the Fable 2 and 3, the multiplayer is trash. Wait, where's... yeah. Oh. And I really would have liked them to have implemented a bigger kingdom building aspect, or empire building aspect, but based on what I know already, that would have been too big of a thing to expect. Oh yeah, that's right. We have to go back to Desolus. Oh. In Fable 3. Oh. And then... oh. The ill-fated Lionhead Studios, they just start gradually making poorer and poorer decisions. Like, they came out with Fable Heroes, was just like some goofy, like, little beat-em-up that had, like, ragdoll versions of all the main characters from Fable 2. Then they had Fable the Journey for Kinect, which had a decent story. I read a synopsis of the story online, and it seemed decent, but the implementation for a Fable game is not supposed to be a motion-controlled rail shooter. It was a rail shooter. And if you don't know what a rail shooter is, it's one of those games where you're constantly moving and you just have to move your cursor around and, like, hit enemies, shoot enemies on the screen, basically. Like Star Fox is a rail shooter. And so that game's like a rail shooter in the sense, like, you would have to do certain hand motions to cast spells, which would be an interesting concept if it wasn't a rail shooter, okay? And especially keeping in mind that the Kinect, in its early stages, wasn't always the most reliable piece of equipment anyway. Making poorer and poorer decisions, kind of like EA. Oh yeah. A lot of companies are guilty of that. BioWare, Bethesda, Ubisoft's had some blunders. Take-Two. I mean, the only game company I can think of that hasn't, like, drastically, of the big ones, the only big publisher that I can think of that hasn't, like, drastically disappointed their fans in, like, the last 10 years is, like, CD Projekt Red. But anyway, so, Fable Heroes. Fable the Journey. Then they're starting to work on this game called Fable Legends, which really was not a Fable game. It was like some sort of, like, multiplayer dungeon crawl 1v4 format kind of battle thing. It was like one person tries to, like, I can't even remember. It was like one person would try to, like, stop the other 4 heroes in a dungeon, and it wasn't a Fable game. It was some new genre thing they were trying. They were going to slap a Fable label on it, and it died. The project tanked before, like, Lionhead went belly up before the thing even remotely got well developed. And I was sad that Lionhead folded because I wanted more Fable, but more real Fable. That fixed all the stupid things that happened in Fable 3. And Peter Molyneux had left Lionhead at that point, so maybe we could have had some new leadership in a decent Fable game, but no. But I hear now we're getting a Fable 4, but we won't see it for a while. Oh, Fable 3, man. You want to know the only thing I liked about Fable 3? I got that, like, collector's edition when it came out. Because I was so excited about it. I got, like, I can't remember what it was called. Collector's edition, enhanced edition. Like, it came as, the game came in, like, this box that was shaped like a tome. And it came with a Fable-themed deck of cards and a guild symbol coin. A big, heavy guild symbol. That was one of my biggest takeaways from that game. And of course, it's still Fable. You see Teresa, so you got Zoe Wanamaker in there again. Fine, that's fine. You know, the path to Ascension, that whole deal was okay, where you gradually unlock things. That mechanic was fine. You know, seeing your vault where you gradually get bigger and bigger pile of treasure. You know, kind of reminded you like Uncle Scrooge's money bin from DuckTales. That was cool. You know, so there were elements of the game that I liked, but what I didn't like that much was the gameplay. The tedious maintenance on houses, the stripping away of features from the previous Fable game. One thing that was kind of annoying, because they tried to implement this thing that was like interesting sounding on paper, but it ended up being kind of one-dimensional. It was like you'd have a weapon, and depending on what enemies you would defeat with the weapon would take on new traits. You know, and a new look, and the weapon would adopt new traits. But the thing was, unless you like intentionally went out of your way to not use certain weapons, like based on like the enemies that you encounter in the order of the game that the story goes, you would end up basically with a weapon with the same traits in the same order every time. So you'd have to like plan, you'd have to play the game through multiple times and just plan, okay, if I want this rifle to have this trait, I can't beat undead enemies with it. Or, so it was, it wasn't a very well executed idea. That's about all I can think of for Fable 3. Want to hear about another game that disappointed me? Where are we supposed to be going? Oh, that's right. Gotta get in the ice digger. If you actually want to hear about another game that disappointed me. Okay. Final Fantasy 13. Went to the midnight release of that. Same as I did with Fable 3. 1 year earlier. Because it came out in 2010. Went and got it, took it home, started playing it. Almost instantly hated it. Really? Immediate? Goodbye. The characters in that game are just like... Like, I don't know what it is now about, like characters in games that, like, there's like a rule that all the characters have to be extremely emo and have tons of baggage. Like, I get that, like, characters in the story are supposed to, like, they're supposed to be, like, drama and, like, some sort of conflict. Like, in storytelling, there's supposed to be a conflict. But every character is so emo and has, like, such... It's like... You know, there should be at least one stable person in the bunch. But you don't get that anymore in games. Everybody has like this, oh, woe is me, and... Or everybody has an extremely bad attitude. It's like, oh. And that wasn't even the worst part. I hated the combat system. That whole, like, paradigm shift. Couldn't stand it. Just give me my standard Final Fantasy, you know. And then the fact that you had to, like... That just made things even more complicated in the way that you had to, like, defeat the summons before you could use them. Like, there's just absolutely nothing about Final Fantasy 13 that I found appealing. Well, okay. Like, the look of the game was great. You know? The characters looked good, the environments looked good, the enemies looked good, the summons looked good. You know? But that was it. Hey there, Fruit Loop 53, how's it going? I'm playing Phantasy Star 4 and ranting about games that I had high expectations for that disappointed me. Currently talking about Final Fantasy 13. Airbuster? What about Airbuster, Samuel? That's a boss from Final Fantasy 7. Ouch. Yeah. And I can't talk about Final Fantasy 13 as much as I can talk about Fable 3 because I didn't play Final Fantasy 13 for as long. I think I got to the end of the first disc. I, like, forced myself to get to the end of the first disc. But I couldn't play. I played it on 360. I just couldn't. Everything in the, like... I didn't mean to hit her. There was a theory on YouTube. It was, if you say Airbuster to someone that played Final Fantasy, they'd shake in their boots. That's incorrect, I guess. I wonder why. I mean, Airbuster's not that difficult of a boss. He's like the second boss in the whole game. Oh, for crying out loud. I can see why some people might not like Airbuster, though. But I mean, it's just like you hit him in the back. When he turns around, whoever's looking at his back, you have him attack to do more damage. Ow. And then as if to add insult to injury, there was 3, count them, 3 Final Fantasy 13 games. So, pretty sure I dodged a bullet on that leg of the franchise. So now, wait a minute. So you said the theory was that if you said Airbuster to someone that played Final Fantasy, they'd shake in their boots. Were you trying to bring an abrupt end to my rant by saying Airbuster? Or were you just testing the theory out of curiosity? Stardew Valley. See, the term Stardew did not originate with that game. It came from Phantasy Star. Well, that's where I know it from. Just testing. I gotcha. The Silver Tusk. Now, I can't remember. I think this animal's name is like Niao or something like that. But basically, that's Alys's companion from the first Phantasy Star game. Oh, I'm not walking back through that. Alright, let's find a town. So, Sam, did I answer your question in a satisfactory manner? Zosa. Ah, yes, the Desolus Penguin. Penguins. Now, is there weapons here? Yeah, here we go. Another question. Do I have any pets? I do not. And I answered your other question satisfactorily. Good. Flame Sword, Thunderclaw, Tornado Dagger, Dream Rod. Well, let's get that Flame Sword. That Thunderclaw. Power goes all the way down with that prop sword. Oh yeah, pets. We had 2 cats, but one ran away and one unfortunately got ran over. They were like outdoor cats. We had like a whole little house set up for them, and nice little heating pad and heated water dish and all that. But unfortunately, they are no longer with us. Phanta robe. Man. Who now? Ooh, yay! Yeah, it is sad. My wife was really torn up about it. Alright. Wait, no. Did I equip his new sword? Yes. Okay. Let's hit the inn. Alright, I'm going to cut this here. Went a little longer than usual, but that's okay. I had a really great time talking. And so, if, I'm going to break for lunch. If, anyone cares to tune in at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is about 1 hour and 18 minutes from now. 1¼ hours. I'll be playing Kingdoms of Amalur, and I'll be more than happy to continue answering questions and talking about more games that disappointed me. Matter of fact, I think I have a list still. Where was it? It was like, oh no, that was on my old hard drive. That's right, that didn't get transferred over, but that's okay. I know a few more off the top of my head. But anyway, thanks for coming with me on this journey. I'll be playing some more Phantasy Star 4 tomorrow morning. And whether you were watching live or on a replay, I appreciate you. Thank you for the new follows today. And I will see you all at 2 o'clock EST. So stay safe out there, and I'll see you all.